it really renewed the faith of, you know what, sometimes good things happen.
And this one happened to a good person, Chief Meteorologist Paul Wetzl. Many of you didn't know he was having a really bad week right before Thanksgiving. Paul was sharing the weather, but his mind was somewhere else because his dog had disappeared and was gone for over a week. Some strangers, yes, strangers, cheered up Paul and his wife. First News reporter Keely Lovren shares the story.
I was trying to be realistic about it, thinking, well, I may never see Tigger again.
The 1.5-year-old mixed breed dog ran after a deer on November 26th.
I may have to, accept the realization that my puppy is possibly gone.
Paul and his wife Carlene searched tirelessly for days, but there was no sign of Tigger until day 11 when Paul's phone rang.
Who is this? I said, this is Paul. He goes, I've got your dog.
Scott Mamula was on the other end.
I go, no, he's alive. I'm right here with him.
When Tigger ran off, he was wearing a long lead. Scott and his friend Chris Joseph were hunting when they found him with the lead wrapped around a tree.
I'm like, well, I hope he likes beef jerky.
Tigger was scared and barking, but Scott and Chris approached him calmly.
After about the 5th piece of jerky, we tossed him. We had our new best friend.
Scott immediately called Paul from the number on Tigger's collar, and within a half hour, they were all reunited.
My heart was just so elated. Words cannot even describe the feeling that came over me.
Paul and Carlene call the situation a miracle for the fact that Tigger survived out there for 11 days and that these men unknowingly came to his rescue.
Scott and Chris, who found Tigger, like I said, they're like, as my uncle would say, angels.
I don't call myself a hero, but I think it just came down to being the right place at the right time.
But for Paul and Carlene, these two are heroes.
It really does renew your faith in understanding that, sometimes even through a bad situation, the good comes out.
I feel like sometimes in life, people are in the right place at the right time.
And in this case, it was Scott and Chris who were right there for Tigger at the very right time. In Trumbull County, Keely Lovren, WKBN 27 First News.
Quite a story.
I'll tell you what, and our biggest fear was he was tied up and wrapped around a tree like he was. And if those guys wouldn't have stumbled on him like that, he was about a mile away from our house. And the brush is so thick around there. We searched and searched, and we were lucky. I mean, just to live 11 days like that, it was just an amazing thing. We wouldn't have expected that, but the end result was the best, I guess, in the end.
Tigger just wanted to be back for Christmas, I think.
He was happy to be home, and I'll tell you what, he is putting on weight fast. He lost a lot of weight, and it was a good thing he was in good shape and a young pup like that, but he is putting his weight back on. He's healthy. He's back to playing. He's a normal self. So that's a good news. And I know my wife's happy. That's her baby. So we're all happy to have him home for sure.